again, to Ranking Member Lipinski, to members of the committee that are here, thank you for the invitation to come and testify about the Revitalize American Manufacturing and Innovation Act, otherwise known as RAMI, H.R. 2996, a bill that we've been working on very hard with my colleague, Mr. Reed from New York. And I also want to thank, as I said a moment ago, the Ranking Member, Mr. Lipinski, for his leadership on this issue for a long time, for his co-sponsorship, as well as the Ranking Member of the full committee, Ms. Johnson, and Mr. Collins as well, for his co-sponsorship. I also wanted to recognize Senators Sherrod Brown and Roy Blunt for their introduction of companion legislation in the Senate. Back home in the Commonwealth, machines are buzzing today. At Thermo Fisher Scientific in Franklin, they're lacing together complex engineering processes to build air quality monitors that help keep our air clean around the country. At Johnson & Johnson and Raynham, 3D manufacturing models are becoming wax structures that ultimately give doctors the ability to conduct intricate spinal surgeries and create custom titanium joints for knee and hip replacements, among many others. At General Dynamics in Taunton, cutting-edge technologies are being utilized to create life-saving battlefield communication systems for our men and women in uniform. From the Berkshires to the Blackstone Valley, Massachusetts manufacturers are innovating at a breakthrough pace, breathtaking pace, and are carefully rebuilding what our sluggish economy needs most: stronger, more sustainable pathways to middle-class jobs. In doing so, they are promoting a model of economic development that is locally sourced and regionally driven. The Massachusetts story is not unique. Across the country, innovation industries are transforming the American economy and giving our once-fading manufacturing industry new legs of innovation, like advanced manufacturing, life sciences, information technology, and defense. For the past 6 months, manufacturing activity has steadily expanded. In November, it hit its fastest pace in 2.5 years, and that growth is expected to continue. U.S. high-tech manufacturing is the largest in the world, accounting for $390 billion of global value added in high-tech manufacturing in 2010. However, the share of U.S. manufacturing in the U.S. share in the world market has declined from 34% in 1998 to 28% in 2010. And in 2011, the trade deficit advanced products was equal to 17% of total U.S. trade deficit. There's no doubt that manufacturing has suffered mightily in the past few decades, but the slow and steady improvement that we see today is positive. In a time of growing income inequality, and a time of still evaporating middle-class jobs and decreased economic mobility, manufacturing can and must remain the cornerstone of the American economy. As policymakers, we want the success that we've seen in recent months to continue. Then we must focus our efforts on better linking innovation and manufacturing sectors, understanding that the latter is critical as a vehicle for bringing the former to market. I am proud to be here to testify in support of this bill, which Congressman Reed and I believe will help accomplish these important goals. The Revitalize American Manufacturing and Innovation Act focuses on building, as MIT puts it, industrial ecosystems that bring together businesses, educators, innovators under one roof to pursue manufacturing processes that are relevant to the local economy. Currently, very few of these coordinated regional support systems exist for manufacturers, innovators, and entrepreneurs outside of places like Cambridge, Silicon Valley, parts of New York and Ohio, leaving independent businesses to fend for themselves. RAMI aims to fix that, and as Congressman Reed pointed out in his testimony. This bill uses some public funds to fuel the creation of these regional institutes, mandating that any partnership be wholly self-sufficient within 7 years. Most importantly, RAMI sets a strong framework and then lets local stakeholders take the reins. This is locally driven, public-private partnership that should be a model that has fueled so much success back home in Massachusetts, where Governor Deval Patrick has created regional networks around science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, otherwise known as STEM education, and advanced a statewide manufacturing collaborative. These efforts have allowed Massachusetts to focus on the specific needs and strengths of different parts of our state and avoid a top-down, one-size-fits-all approach to economic development and job creation. As a result, precision manufacturing and advanced manufacturing businesses are steadily growing, bringing with them solid middle-class jobs that hold enormous promise for industrial communities that have long been the backbone of our economy. Advanced manufacturing jobs in Massachusetts have an average annual salary of $75,000, and economists forecast over 100,000 jobs in this sector opening up over the next decade as older workers retire, not to mention the brand new ones that will come from any additional economic growth. Mr. Chairman, thank you very much for the opportunity to testify today. Thank you to the committee for the consideration of this important piece of legislation, and I ask for all of you to look on it favorably as well. Thanks very much.